Okay, to begin with, we'll begin with the homework questions itself. Okay, just to make you familiar, because by the time others will also join, I guess. Okay, yeah. So I have these were the questions, right, which was given as homework. Okay, now let me see who will give me the answer for the question. First question. Yeah, first one. How many subsets are possible, students? For the first one, how many subsets are possible? How many subsets? How many subsets? Yeah, two subsets. Yes, good. It can form only two subsets. Okay. Why only two? Why only two? So if you take the first one, the number of elements in A in this set is 1. Okay, n is equal to 1. So number of subsets possible is 2 power n, which is 2 to the power 1 is 2. So which are those two subsets? It is nothing but, so power set of, if you name this as A, okay, if you name this set as A, power set of A has two subsets, which are those, the null set and set A. Okay, null set and set A. So did you get the answer for this? Okay. So second one, how many subsets are possible in this? How many subsets are possible in the second one? 4. Why? Because how many elements this set has? If you name it as B, if you name this as C, this as D. Okay. So yeah, number of elements in B is 2, that is n is equal to 2. So number of subsets is 2 to the power n, which is 2 square, which is 4. Okay, now what are the 4 subsets of second one? What are the 4 subsets of set B? Yeah, null set. Okay, null set is fine. Set B is fine. Which is the other two set? Which are the other two set? There is a specific name, right? For that set, there is a specific name. Yeah. What is that? B comma A. Yeah. These are nothing but singleton sets, correct? Singleton B, singleton A. So you can see we have 4 sets. Okay. So which means you know the answer for the third one also, right? Okay. So if you take the third one, if you consider third one, how many elements third set has? I'll take it as C. How many elements third has? N of C is, number of elements in set C is 3. So number of subsets is 8. Good. Number of subsets is 2 to the power n, which is 2 cube is 8. Okay. So which are the, so you have to write it in a form of power set empty, set C, and then singleton 1, singleton 2, singleton 3. Okay, what is the next set? So in total I have 5. Which are the 3 more sets? Which are the 3 more subsets of set C? Yeah, 1 comma 2. Yes, good. 1 comma 2. Then 2 comma 3. Good, students. 2 comma 3. And then 3 comma 1. Are we done? Are we done? Check how many subsets we want. We want 8. We'll check whether we have 8 subsets or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so these are the subsets of C. Now let me see who will give me the answer for the fourth one. Which means if you know the answer for the fourth one, you have understood the topic. Okay. Yeah. What is the answer for the fourth one? Set is empty set. What do you mean by empty set? Empty set is, what do you mean by empty set? If you take the fourth one, I'll rename it as T. Yeah. It is empty set. I want the definition of empty set. What is the definition of empty set? What is the definition of empty set? Empty set. No elements, correct. So, what is the number of elements in D? Number of elements in D is 0. Okay, number of elements in D is 0. So, how many subsets is possible? So, what is the number of subset possible? What is the number of subset? It is 1. It's not 0, it is 1. Okay, because number of subsets is given by 2 to the power n. Here n is equal to 0 because null set has 0 elements. So that is 2 to the power 0. Any finite number to the power 0 is, any finite number to the power 0 is 1. Always you remember, any finite number to the power 0 is always 1. So the number of subsets in set D is 1. Okay. So which is that subset? It is nothing but D itself. Okay, so P of D is nothing but itself, or this is nothing but empty. Okay, is this clear? Yeah, we'll move on. The same question. If how many elements has P of A if A is empty? How many elements P of A has? How many elements P of A has? P of A is nothing but power set of A. Power set is set containing all the subsets. Yes, good Dinesh. Good Rakshita. It is 1. Answer is the same question. It is 1. Okay. Okay. So we were discussing about universal set. Correct. So we were discussing about universal set. I had told you the definition. So before going further, we'll just revise that definition and we'll continue. So what is universal set basically? If you have a set A. Okay. If you have set A with some elements 1, 2, 3. Other elements in set A. And if someone asks you to write the universal set you denote it by U, okay, capital U. Universal set is denoted by capital U. Now, what are the elements in universal set? Universal set of A should contain all the elements of A, okay, it should contain all the elements of A, or it can contain more than that, not less than that. Okay, universal set of a set, a given set. If you want to find the universal set of A, you should write all the elements in, it should contain all the elements in set A, or it can contain more than that. Okay, or it can contain more than that. For example, here if you see, A has how many elements? 3 elements. So which are those? 1, 2, 3. So my universal set can be 1, 2, 3 itself, or it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, or it can be plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 4. So if you see these 3, okay, if you see these 3, all the 3 are universal set for A, because whatever the element A has, we can see those elements, whatever the element A possesses, we can find those elements in these sets also. Okay, in these sets also, which means these are the universal set of A. Okay, you can take any of this. You can take any of this. It's not like limited. You don't get a definite answer. If I ask someone, what is the universal set of A, B, C? Some can say it is A, B, C, D. Okay, some can say it is A to Z. So anything you can take, which means it should contain all the elements. Universal set should contain all the elements of a given set, or it can be more than that. Okay, or it can be more than that. Did you understand this? The definition? We'll see some problems so that you'll get a clear picture. Okay, you'll get a clear picture. Okay, we'll see some problems also. Yeah. Okay. So here you have the problem. Basically here, if you see, they have given you some 3 sets. So what are the 3 sets? A is equal to, A contains how many elements? A contains 3 elements. That is, A is equal to 1, 2, 3. B has 2, 4, 6. And C has 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Okay. So given the sets A, B and C, which of the following may be, okay, which of the following may be considered as universal set or sets, okay, which may be considered as universal set or sets for all the 3 sets A, B and C. Okay, so basically what you have to find is, okay, you have to find the universal set. Okay, you have to find in 4 options. Okay, they have given you 4 options. So first is in the first option, The first set contains elements from 0 to 6. The second option, the elements are empty. Okay, there is no, it is an empty set. In the third option, it is 0 to 10, and in the fourth option, it is, in the fourth option, it is 1 to 8. Okay, it is 1 to 8. Now, what you have to do is, you have to tell me among these four, okay, out of these four, which among these four can be the universal set of all three. Okay, which among this can be universal set of all three. Okay, so universal set ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ A ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆ ಸೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, B ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋದು ಆ ಸೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, and whatever the element C has, that should also be present in that set. Now, if you take four options out of the four, which you can recommend as a universal set, which you can recommend as an universal set? Yes, third. You cannot go for the first one because first one has 0 to 6, but C has 8, which is not there in the first set. So you cannot take this. Done. Empty set, it has no elements. So this is also not possible. If you go to the fourth one only 1 to 8 ella elements ಇದೆ, correct? 1 to 8 ella elements ಇದೆ. But if you see the set C has 0, element 0, but it is not present in fourth one. So even fourth one cannot be a universal set. But if you go to third one, okay, if you go to the third one, A ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ elements ಇದೆ 1 to 3, it is present in 3. Okay, B ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವ elements 2, 4, 6, it is also present in option 3. And C has elements 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Even it is present in third option. So third option can be the universal set. Okay, third option can be the universal set for A, B and C. Okay, ಮೂರಕ್ಕೂ satisfy ಆಗುವಂತ universal set ಕೇಳಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. Okay, they have asked you to the universal set which holds for all the three, that is A, B and C. ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ A, B ಮತ್ತೆ C ಮೂರಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಇರುವುದು ಒಂದೇ ಸೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, that is in the third option. Okay, so the correct answer is third. You have guessed it, which means you know the definition. Okay, so we'll move on to the next thing. This is now something very important, students. Venn diagrams. Okay, Venn diagrams. Now, what do you mean by Venn diagrams, or why do we need a Venn diagram? Okay, just to represent. Okay, why you need Venn diagram? Just to represent the sets. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah. Okay, so why do you need a Venn diagram? So before, why do you need? Because to represent the relationship between sets. Okay, in order to represent the relationship, okay, ಸೆಟ್ಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಏನು ಅದು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ವಿಜುವಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, in order to visualize things inside a set, okay, we need the help of Venn diagrams. Okay, now why it is called as Venn diagram? Because it is named after John Venn. He is the one who found the Venn diagram. He is an English logician. Okay, he is not a purely mathematician. He is an English logician. Why we call as logician? Because logic apply ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Venn diagrams ಅಲ್ಲಿ logic apply ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದು ಬರೀ mathematics ಗೆ relate ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. Even whatever the competitive exams you take, ಯಾವುದೇ exams ನೀವು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು, there we require Venn diagrams to solve some of the logical problems. Logical problem solve ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ we need Venn diagrams. So you are in advantage. If you are studying mathematics, you know how to apply the logics. So ಇದನ್ನೊಬ್ರು English logician find ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. His name is John Venn. Okay, that is why this diagram is named after him. That is Venn diagram. Now, how this will be? ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಇದು? Visualize ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. So these consist of rectangles and closed curves, which means ಒಂದು rectangle ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Closed curve ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ normally we go for circles. Okay, when we call Venn diagram, we normally bear with my drawing skill, students, because I'm very bad at doing this. This is a circle. You can understand it is a circle. Okay. So when you talk about Venn diagram, it should have a rectangle, and inside that rectangle there will be a circle. Okay. Now what does this rectangle and circle represent? So rectangle represents the universal set. Do you remember just now we defined what is universal set? So rectangle represents the universal set and circle represents its subsets. Okay, universal set is the subsets annu you define it through a circle. Okay, so when you talk about Venn diagram, there will be two diagrams. One is a rectangle. Inside that rectangle, a circle is inscribed. ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಫಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ಗಳು ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ಗಳು ಏನು ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಇಟ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ದ subsets. Okay, it represents the subsets and rectangle represent the universal set. Okay, now ಇಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ now you will be like ಇದನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ? Okay, so I'll give an example. Okay, I'll give an example to show how it works. Okay, suppose u is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, that is my universal set. Okay, u is my universal set and I'll take a as 1 2 3 5. Okay, so do you whether a is a subset of u, whether a is a subset of u, students, whether a is a subset of u? Yes, because whatever the elements a has, you can see the same element in u. Okay, exactly the same element in u. So which means a is a subset of u. Okay, so now as I told, the bigger set, that is the universal set, is represented by rectangle. Okay, we put a u over here to represent a universal set, and then to represent the subset we put a circle. Now this is your subset. So now what are the elements in subset A? What are the elements in set A? What are the elements in set A, students? What are the elements in set A? 1 2 3 5. Correct? 1 2 3 5. So what you have to do, a circle ಒಳಗಡೆ A ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವ elements ಅನ್ನು ಬರಿಬೇಕು. So it is 1 2 3 5. Somewhere inside the circle you have to write. Okay, now if you go to universal set ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಇಂದ 8 ತನಕ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? Universal set has elements from 1 to 8, which means all these elements should be inside a rectangle. Okay, the elements from 1 to 8, it should be present inside a rectangle. Now if you see, circle is inside a rectangle. Correcta? Circle rectangle ನ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. So 1 2 3 5 ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಉಂಟು, even it is present for rectangles also. So what are the elements which I have to write outside this circle and inside the rectangle? What are the elements which I have to include outside the circle and inside the rectangle? 4 6 7 8. Okay, so universal set ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಎ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ವಿ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ 4 ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ 1 2 3 5. So by looking at the Venn diagram, you can say which is the subset of which is the universal element, what are the elements in a universal element, all these things you can say. Okay, I'll give one more example and then we'll move on to the next thing. Okay, suppose your u is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, u is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and a is, okay, I'll take a as 2 4 6 8 10 and b as 4 6. So now you have to tell me which is the subset of which. Okay, you have to tell me which are the subset, like what is, whether b is a subset of a, students. whether B is a subset of A, whether B is a subset of A. Yes, because the elements in B are 4 and 6, correct? The elements in B are 4 and 6. It is present in A. So B is a subset of A. What about A? Whether A is a subset of U? Whether A is a subset of U? Yes, A is a subset of U, because whatever the element A has, the same elements you can see in, yes, U also. So A is a subset of U. So which means B is a subset of A and A is a subset of U. Now how to represent this in a Venn diagram? Okay. So which is the smallest set among three? B, A and U. Which is the smallest one? Which is the smallest one? It is B. So B is a subset. So you have to represent it using a circle. Okay. So this is set B. Again, A is also subset. So how to represent A? How to represent A? How to represent A? How to represent A, students? Yeah, B is the smallest one. I have drawn a circle inside the rectangle. This is U. Now how to represent A? How to represent A, students? No answer. So I'll represent A as one more circle. Yeah, outside B, you have to draw one more circle. Yes, outside B, you have to draw one more circle. What does this mean? B is the subset of A. B is the subset of A. Why? Because the circle B ಏನಾಗಿದೆ A ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸರ್ಕಲ್ B ಹೋಗಿ A ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಒಳಗೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ A ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಆಯ್ತು, B ಸಣ್ಣ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಆಯ್ತು. That is what we had decided. We got that is B is a subset of A. ಅಂದ್ರೆ A ಮತ್ತೆ B ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ B ಸಣ್ಣ ಸೆಟ್, A ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸೆಟ್. Set ಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು we are representing it using a circle. So B should be a bigger circle and A should be inside that a smaller circle. Okay. B should be a circle which should be inside A, and U is the universal set. So I have to write the it in a rectangle. Now you have to tell me what are the elements that I have to write in this circle, in the first circle, that is the smaller circle. What are the elements that I have to include? What are the elements? 4, 6. You know, see, when you're writing elements inside a circle or a rectangle, no need of putting a comma. Okay, no need of putting a comma. Okay. Okay. Now inside A, which are the elements which I have to include? Inside A, which are the elements I have to include? 2, 8, 10. Good, Ambika, Purnima, Soundarya. Yes. Yes, good. Why? Because 4 and 6 ellide, B ellide. B ellide, A ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇದೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? So A ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 4 ಮತ್ತೆ 6 ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಉಳಿದಿರೋದು ಯಾವುದು A ಅಲ್ಲಿ? 2, 8, 10. That you have to write in this circle. 2, 8, 10. Okay. Now what are the elements that have to be written outside A but inside U? Yes, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. See, so simple. So you have understood what is Venn diagrams, right? So it will be having basically a rectangle which represents the universal set, and circle will represent the subsets. Okay, so we'll move on. Okay, next is operations on a set. Okay, operations on a set. Okay, when we are talking in a mathematical way, what are the operations which you know generally? Ishtu varsha ನೀವು 10 ವರ್ಷ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ, so what are the operations that you know? Numbers ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ operations ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ, so what are the operations that you have learned? You don't remember any operations? Yeah, I'll give an example. I'll give you an example. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, plus is an operation. Similarly, you have studied so many other. Which are those? I need just 4 basic operations which you have studied. Addition kaltidira. Matte what else you have studied? Subtraction, yes, minus, that is subtraction. Yeah, now you got what it is. So operation, when you're talking about operations in mathematics, you should remember it is nothing but plus, minus, into, and division. That is plus, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay, so these are the basic operations which you have studied in your lower classes. Now, since you're like above, you have come something, you have surpassed that numbers ka thing. Numbers in the you have come to sets. Okay, so in sets also we have basically certain operations. Okay, some operations, not many. Okay, we have some operations. Out of that, the first one is union of sets. Okay, union of sets. Okay, so can anyone tell me what is the literal meaning of union? Union. What is the literal meaning of union? A word in a meaning game. Union anta ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ. Union. ಏನಿರಬಹುದು? I want the meaning of union. Consisting of. Yeah. Okay. Then both. Yeah. Union. Unity. Something related, right? Union. Unity. Group. Huh. Yeah. Group. Yeah. Common. Not common. Not common. Both. Yeah. Consisting in both. Okay. So I've got variety of answers. It's fine. So union anta ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Including everything. ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು include ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. Okay. If you are including everything, that is nothing but a union. When you are saying a group ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ include ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಹೌದಾ? So that is what we call as union. So here union of sets. So you need two sets. Suppose if you have two sets, it's not like you should have two sets. Okay. If you have two sets, okay, if you have two sets, now what is the union of these two sets? So union we represent by A union B. Okay, A union B. Andre ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ A union B is again a set. Okay, A union B is again a set. But what you have to do, you have to write the elements which are present in A, okay, which are present in A, as well as you have to write the elements which are present in B. That is nothing but the union. Example. I'll give an example. Later you can understand what it is exactly. Suppose A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Now if someone asks you to find what is A union B, what you'll do, you'll write the elements which are present in A first. So what are the elements in A? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then you have to go to B. Okay, B ಅಲ್ಲಿ A ಮತ್ತೆ B ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಬಂದಿರ್ತದೆ. ಕಾಮನ್ ಇದ್ದದ್ದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ? So what are the elements which is remaining other than 1 and 8? So 1 is there. 1. What are the elements which is remaining? I've written 2, 4, 6, 8, right? Yeah, 6 and 8. This is 2. This is not 1. This is 2. Yeah. So 6 and 8. So A alliruva elements alla first ge baribeku. You have to write the elements which are present in A first. Okay. Then you have to write the remaining elements which is present in B, which is not in this set in A. Aita? A alli iddadu already bardagiರ್ತದೆ. Common irudu illi bandirtade. Common ilde irudannu illi matte include ಮಾಡಿ. 6, 8. So this is A union B. This is A union B. I'll give one more example. Okay, so that it will be clear. Okay, suppose A is equal to A, E, I. Okay, B is equal to B, C, D. Okay, then what is A union B, students? What is A union B? Can anyone tell me what is A union B? Again, remember A union B is a set. Okay, A union B is a set which contains the elements in A or elements in B. Yes. So what is it? A, E, I, B, C, D. So A union B is A, E, I, B, C, D. In madidini first A alidda elements ella barde, B aliddattu barde, common idre onde sala bardre saku. If you have some common elements among the both the sets, you have to write it only once, because we know in set we don't repeat the elements. Repetition alla namage ishta illa, correct? We don't like repetitions and all. So if you find anything is common, you write it once. Okay, so I'll give one more example, and then we'll go for some exercise questions. Okay, so remember union anta helidrenu, it is by definition the union of two sets A and B is the set C. Okay, again union is a set C which consists of all those elements which are either in A or in B. A ಅಥವಾ B ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಇರೋದನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಒಂದು ಸೆಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ, if you are putting everything inside a set, that is nothing but A union B. Okay, I'll give one more example. A is equal to 0, 1, 2 and B is equal to 0, 2, 4. Then what is A union B, students? What is A union B? Let me see who will give me the answer fast. What is A union B? 0, 1. Kirti, check your answer. Kirti Kumar. Yes, others have given me the correct answer. 0. Yes, good Kirti Kumar. You have rectified your answer. Yeah. 0, 1, 2, 4. Which means you have written the elements from A and you have written the elements from B. Common either than one this. Only this thing is union. This is the first operation. So simple. Addition ashtu kashta illa. ಎಷ್ಟು easy ನೋಡಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ದದ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದದ್ದು ತೆಗೆದು ಬರೆಯುವಂತದ್ದು ಸೆಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ. Okay. So we'll solve some more problems. Yeah. Now let me see who will give me the answer for the first one. You have to find the union of the sets. Okay. You have to find what is X union Y. What is X union Y, students? What is X union Y? X has 1, 3, 5. Yes, good Ambika. So X has 1, 3, 5. Good Afrin. Yes, good Purnima. Yeah, someone with real me. Kirti, yeah, Reena. Yes, good Chandana. Yes, you know now. So what is X union Y? 1, 3, 5 and 2. Or 1, 2, 3, 5. Anything is fine. Order is not important. Okay. Okay. Second one. What is the answer for the second one? Answer for the second one. Second one. Okay. This is the answer for the first one. Second one. A union B. A union B. A. Yes. Good. A, E, I, O, U and B, C. Yes. Good. Okay. So we have 2 more minutes, students. Only that much we have. So we'll quickly solve the third one and I'll give some more question as homework. Okay. Yeah. So that because we'll be meeting on next Tuesday. So it's a long gap. You should not forget things, right? Okay. So can anyone tell me what is the answer for third? So before going into the answer for third one, okay, what is set A? Can anyone tell me what are the elements in set A? What are the elements in set A? X is a natural number and multiple of 3. So what are the elements in set A, students? What are the elements in set A? Natural number ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, multiple of 3 ಇರಬೇಕು. So ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Is it a finite set or infinite set? Is it a finite set or infinite set? Is it a finite set or infinite? It is infinite. It goes on. And B is a natural number less than 6. So which are the natural number less than 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now you find the union. Union nimige again you'll get an infinite set. Okay. Take a screenshot of this. This is a homework question. Take a screenshot of this. Whatever is remaining. So 3, 4, 5 is a homework. Okay. One more you have. Have you taken the screenshot? Quickly, students. Quick. Okay. Okay, fine. This is also a homework question. Okay. This entire set is a homework again. Okay. Take the screenshot of this also. Yeah. So when you come on Tuesday, I need the answer for the questions. Also, you should revise and come what is union of sets. Okay. Because we'll study some of the properties. Do you have any doubt? Okay, you have understood everything. So when you come on Tuesday, you should revise things and come back. Venn diagrams, union of sets, everything. Okay. Yeah. Fine.